It's day 2 and therefore race 2 for DTM at the Nürburgring, once again bathed in glorious weather conditions, but it's a weekend to forget for the best Mercedes-Benz driver in the championship, Robert Wickens. Bad quali once again, just P17. Jamie Green, third in the championship with a better but not perfect quali. He starts from P7. The best Audi driver on the grid, Edo Mortara, one position ahead, P6. It's a great performance from BMW. 4 drivers in the top 5 in front of Farfus and Blomqvist. Bruno Spengler makes it to P3. And the championship leader Marco Wittmann takes P2. So he's got 3 bodyguards between himself and the Audi opponents. Qualifying champion at the Nürburgring is Lucas Auer. He scored the fastest time again on the Sunday. Of course, on the Saturday he wasn't able to take up his grid position because of a carried over penalty from Moscow. So ahead of the start of race number 2. Lights go out and Lucas Auer will dive to the inside to protect that inside line into turn 1 from Marco Wittmann, hard charging. It's a great start too from Edo Mortara. He goes from P6 to P4. Around turn 1 they go and Timo Glock goes all the way around, spinning. A replay from the cockpit of Jamie Green and his view of Edo Mortara. And then let's get a replay of the crash. Timo Glock then pushed by Paul de Resta, who destroys his steering, and he has to retire from the race. It's the pit stop of the leading driver, Lucas Auer, and also Marco Wittmann, who will be first out. Well, it will be Lucas Auer. He stays on top. Jamie Green comes out of the pit and spins Gary Paffett with this move. He got a drive-through penalty for that and ends up P17. It's a smart move by Audi. Adrien Tombe slows down the group of Auer and Wittmann. Both need a while to overtake him. This gives Mortara the space to catch up time before he comes in for his pit stop. There's another tactical move, but this time it's from Mercedes-Benz as Christian Vittoris lets Lucas Auer pass and therefore slows down the following Marco Wittmann. Hans-Jürgen Abt on the Audi pit wall looks on, and Edo Mortara comes back onto the track after his pit stop in P2. So the chase is on now to Lucas Auer, and Peter Mucker on the Mercedes pit wall looks on with anxiety as Edo Mortara reels in the Mercedes-Benz of Lucas Auer, and into turn 1 Edo Mortara takes the lead. A lock up from Lucas Auer as they both turn in, but crucially the Audi is ahead of the Mercedes. Audi then coming on strong right at the end of the race as Matthias Ekstrom overtakes Bruno Spengler for P4, and that means that he can set about trying to chase down Marco Wittmann. But in the end, he doesn't make it to P3 and Matthias Ekstrom will end up P4. Edo Mortara then wins his 3rd race of the season before the birthday boy Lucas Auer celebrating his 22nd birthday and Marco Wittmann. The Audi guests have reasons to celebrate as Edo Mortara performs some donuts in front of them and Hans-Jürgen Abt congratulates his team. So it's Edo Mortara P1, Lucas Auer P2, Marco Wittmann P3, and let's hear from Edo.
I'm glad, that we can finally, snatch this first position for the team, for Audi, for me. And I want to dedicate actually this victory for my little child, my little Sofia, for my wife. So first victory since she was born, so I'm very happy.
Edo Mortara is now P2 in the championship then as we head off to the Hungaroring for the next round of DTM. The celebrations on the podium were preceded by these celebrations in front of one of the Audi hospitality areas. Some great donuts from Edo.